One of the most hyped office chairs of 2025 was the LiberNovo Omni. Now there are two new versions, the Omni SE and the Omni Pro, and I've spent 30 days in both. And look, they're the best chairs I've ever used. But they're also really expensive, $8.99 and $12.99 each. Although if you're watching this video before June 16th, you can get them for significantly cheaper. So keep watching to find out how. So the real question isn't whether they're good, it's whether you should actually spend that amount of money, and if so, which one you should get. Before we get into the SE and the Pro, you need to know what the original Omni is, because both new chairs are built on it. Real quick, LiberNovo is sponsoring this video, but they don't get a final say on my verdict. So the original Omni was LiberNovo's first chair, and last year it blew up. It's unique because it's a dynamic chair. Instead of locking you into one position like other ergonomic chairs, the backrest actually moves and follows your spine as you shift around. That one idea, plus its futuristic design, won it design awards and significant online hype. This year, LiberNovo took the same core and split it into two. A cheaper version, the SE, and a more loaded version, the Pro. First, the good news. The SE and the Pro both keep what made the original Omni so great. The dynamic design where the chair moves with you and feels exactly the same in every reclined position. Look at how the backrest, the headrest, and the armrest all move in sync as I move backwards. It's a truly unique feeling that no other chair replicates. You still get tilt tension, seat height, armrest, and headrest adjustments. And you still get the same adjustable lumbar support, 2 seat sizes, and a bigger Maxis series for taller and larger frames. But they also fixed some real complaints from the original Omni. The biggest one is that the backrest is redesigned so that the lumbar support doesn't feel like it's just digging into your mid-back. Now it feels like real lumbar support this time around, which is a welcome change. You also get 5 recline modes instead of 4, which increases usability over the original. I also appreciate how the armrests are stiffer to swivel in and out than the original, so that way I don't feel like they'll move accidentally. So then what makes the Pro $400 more than the SE? There are 4 main things. First, the base of the Pro is a metal alloy instead of the SE and the original's plastic base. It's noticeably more premium. The Pro also includes the motor from the original, which the SE ditches for a manual adjustment instead. This means the Pro also keeps the original spine stretch or massage feature, which helps with decompression and regulating your back health. The Pro also upgrades the fabric from the original and over the SE. The fabric here is noticeably better quality, and if I were to guess, will last longer than the SE's fabric over time. And finally, the fan. The Pro has a built-in fan in the seat that actually works to keep you cool. And honestly, I didn't exactly know what to expect from this feature, and here's what I'll say. Don't expect this to replace true air conditioning. If your room is 90 degrees, this seat is not going to solve all your problems. But in hotter summer months, I actually do think that this is a great idea. When you're sitting, it's easy for your seat cushion to trap heat, and this fan definitely makes a difference in preventing that. LiberNovo also sent me their footrest accessory. I keep it tucked under my desk. It has 2 different foot heights, one for reclining that's cushioned, and this one is really comfortable to use while I'm relaxing. The other is set at an upward angle to give me an alternate foot position rather than just resting my feet on the floor. One of the most important parts of ergonomics is flexibility, allowing your body to shift every hour or so into a slightly different position. This accessory is a great addition to any workspace because it gives you so much more optionality in how you place your feet. Okay, let's do a rapid fire FAQ. What's the warranty? LiberNovo offers a 5-year warranty on the chair frame and a 2-year warranty on the electronic components. To be completely honest, that's not the greatest warranty I've seen for a chair, so I would just be cautious, especially with all of your electronic components. What's the return policy? Okay, so I'd highly recommend keeping the original packaging until you're for sure going to keep the chair. The reason is LiberNovo asks you to ship the chair back to them in the original packaging within 30 days of your initial purchase. If you do that, they'll cover half of the shipping cost and then you'll have to eat the other half. But if you get a defective chair, then you won't pay anything. What's the weight and height limit? Both of the Omni chairs roughly support a height from 5 foot to 6'3" and will support up to 3 300 pounds. But that's where the Maxis chairs come in, because those support a height of 5'10" to 6'7" and all the way up to 400 pounds. If you are taller or just have a larger frame, then I'd highly recommend the Maxis series if you fall within that range. What's the battery life of the Pro? Okay, so this one is a little hard to answer. So I reached out to a representative from LiberNovo, and they told me that the Omni Pro has a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which is up from the original's 2200 milliamp hours. So the original Omni was rated for about 30 days of regular use, so I assume that the Omni Pro will have even better battery life. That said, if you're using the fan, this battery is rated for 14 hours on low mode and 9 hours of continuous use on high mode. And finally, here are my thoughts on the Omni series against other ergonomic chairs that I've tried. So I own a $2,300 Herman Miller Embody Gaming. And look, I love this chair. I bought it with my own money. It was not a sponsor. And because of that, I was a little mixed in feelings when I realized that I legitimately think the Omni SE is a better chair. The SE is literally at my main desk now, so the Herman Miller got demoted to my filming setup. And look, I've also used chairs like the Hayworth Fern, the Herman Miller Aeron, the Secret Lab Titan Evo. Basically, most of the hyped ergonomic or gaming chairs you've seen online, I've probably tried. And look, the Omni SE and Pro are honestly just better. I think the main difference is the backrest. I've just never had a chair that supports my whole back like the Omni. And that makes a huge difference for me in my posture, my comfortability, and just my daily quality of life. Okay, so now the question, which one should you buy? This is where it gets interesting. So I received both chairs for free since this is a sponsored video, and I actually kept the SE for myself and gave the Pro to my roommate. To be honest, the main reason for this is just because I don't want to have to worry about charging another device. To be clear, the battery that's included is good and you can detach it super easily from the Pro and it just charges via USB-C. But I already have so many devices that need charging. I just want my chair to work without worrying whether or not my fan is gonna die mid-work session. And honestly, between the two, the sitting experience is pretty similar. The backrest hugs you comfortably, and it offers support in every position, but it's also not intrusive. And my whole posterior chain has no pain after sitting in either of these chairs for hours on end. So look, if the upgrades of the Pro don't exactly entice you, I really wouldn't feel bad at all about buying an SE because it's still an amazing chair, and it's the one that I'm going to be using. Plus, if you're watching this video before June 16th of 2026, you can deposit $10 right now and get early bird pricing. So the SE goes from $899 to an absolutely insane deal at $569, and the Pro goes from $1299 to $909. But if you want the fan, the motorized lumbar support, and the premium materials, you won't ever be disappointed with the Pro either. I think the biggest selling point for me with the Pro is the fact that I just have more confidence that that fabric will last a few more years than my SE, since it is that higher quality. That right there probably justifies the purchase in and of itself. If you're interested in buying either one of these chairs or one of the Maxis series, then please use my link down below when those chairs go live and you can purchase them. It really does help support the channel.